Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and the Eagles and Cowgirls game was the most watched game in all of Week 1, with 28.3 million views. You know, guess they want to see the Cowgirls get their ass whipped. Also, man, the injury report came out yesterday, and as you can see, Dallas Goedert is on it. I think I spoke to you guys this morning about Dallas Goedert's on it. Tanner McKee still on it with the thumb, and Will Shipley on it with. They said oblique, but they said when they broke the news it was a fractured rib. So is that oblique? Oh, whatever. So also what I found was a little concerning was Jalen Hunt is on there. And he was limited with like a hip. So though Jalen Hunt hadn't gotten to his bag of pass rushing, he's still very valuable as far as us stopping the run. So I don't like to see that. But you see Landon Dickerson, he's also on it as well. And he didn't look like he had any restrictions, but they did have him in limited practice. And I think they do that for like resting, trying to helping them get their bodies back for the next game. Brandon Graham talked about how they do good body management for the players. Also, Zach Berman noted that we had 6 penalties, guys, in that Cowboys game. 6 of them. And he said in those, when we don't give a penalty, like when we're not a part of a penalty, the teams that score on us is like 25%. Their chances of scoring on us is like 25% when we don't have a penalty. When we do have penalties, their chances of scoring on us goes up to 57%. We got to cut the penalties out, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's killing us. And they scored on both of those penalties. Like the drives in which we had those penalties, they did score on. So we gotta tighten that up, man. We also going to talk about Greg Cosell marveling at Jalen Hurts. I guess Merrill Reese ain't the only one who think Jalen Hurts is brilliant in how he leads the offense. So Greg Cosell talks about Jalen Hurts. We also have BG talk about how he was dealing with disrespect when he was in the league. Saquon Barkley is kind of fed up with everybody in these numbers. With this guy ain't have this guy ain't have this guy ain't have that. He quite frankly is fed up with people trying to put the numbers on us on how good we played in the game. So we got the video for that. We're gonna watch that. And while we on numbers, AJ Brown spoke on what made it to where he didn't see that many targets. I mean, we talked about it, and I said the same thing, man. Is how he was like double, triple covered sometimes in those zones. So he's gonna talk to you about on his end about what happened as far as the Cowboys trying to take him out of the game. So let's get it. Okay, let's get into the Ross Tucker and Greg Cosell thing. Ross Tucker and Greg Cosell was having a conversation, and Greg Cosell took a minute to marvel at how Jalen Hurts rallies up the offense. And this is what he said.
I think that Jalen Hurts has an unbelievable understanding of what he is and how to play within that offense. I think in terms of intelligence, he's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. He literally, you never think about this in football the way you do with other sports, by the way, but he is a pure team player, Ross. He understands exactly what is needed situationally through every game in order for the Eagles to their offense to be efficient. He threw for 152 yards this week. That's normal. In 8 of his 18 starts last year, he threw for less than 200 yards. That's not the way to measure Jalen Hurts and what the Eagles' offense is.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't gonna look pretty. Like everybody who goes off to talk about how bad he is or that he's not that good, they say the same thing before they go into their he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this thing. So that's just another thing of this is how he plays. BG gets into a conversation on his podcast called the Unblocked, and he talked about how he used to deal with disrespect.
The most disrespectful is people trying to punch you under the pile. All that stuff, grabbing stuff under the pile, and boy,
like in the nuts.
And you wanna punch on. You want to throw a little punch, but it's more. Let me get on that side, DB.
Right.
DB, let me get on the left side because that's where he at.
But do you even know who it is? If it's the pile?
Well, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take it out on somebody.
Yeah. I think that probably would have been somewhat the case had he been there. Had he been in that Cowboys game or playing in that Cowboys game. Like I said before. So let's get into the Saquon Barkley talk. Saquon Barkley seems like he is done with he ain't get these many numbers, he ain't rush for these many yards, he didn't throw for this many yards, and he tired of it. So run the video.
I don't think it's hard. I don't know why people think it's hard. To me, it's simple. Once you submit to, we play a team sport, and you cannot accomplish anything without everyone else. It doesn't really matter. And at the end of the day, whether AJ has one catch, whether I have 20 rushing yards, or Smitty don't have a catch, I'm still Saquon Barkley, that's still AJ Brown, that's still Devontae Smith. At some point, we're going to get ours. And that's just the mindset that we're going to continue to have, and whatever it takes to win. And
so is it just something the media talks about?
I don't know why you guys are obsessed with that, to be honest. I really don't. I get it.
I'm tired of it too. We win. Yeah. That's all that need to be talked about. So look, this is the final topic, last topic, main event. AJ Brown went on to a podcast where he spoke about what really happened as far as the reason why the ball didn't come up his way until the fourth quarter. And this is what he said.
You had one catch, but I still thought you had a good game. They just game planned to completely take you out of the game.
Yeah.
You blocked your ass off. You were involved. It looked to me like your body language was awesome. You didn't have any issues. So how does that impact you when statistically you're not doing a lot, but you still feel like you're in the game?
I know I'm in the game because, the coverage is getting rotated to me every single play, and even if it's underneath a catch to Dallas Goedert or Johan getting his one-on-one opportunity, he making the big grab on the post, that's how I know I'm still in this game and in this game, and I'm still affecting this game. So regardless of if I was touching the ball or not, I'm still making an impact on the game. But as a receiver, it is tough because you want to touch the ball, you want to feel like you're contributing, and so. But yeah, that was tough. But I try to do a really good job of staying locked in and staying ready. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet. Had zero separation and
all that bullshit.
I'm a decoy.
We don't need
all that. And which is crazy because none of those things were true. I got zoned the entire game. I didn't get not one single man rep. So obviously there won't be any separation, and I'm not hurt, and I wasn't a decoy. Just kind of how the game went. So I just know I'm excited for week 2.
Yeah, man, them boys they weren't gonna get beat by AJ. They picked out AJ. They did a pretty good job against Saquon. We probably could have done better with the run blocking and stuff like that, but they did a pretty good job with Saquon. But that wasn't the emphasis. The emphasis was to stop AJ from doing stuff. And they did all the way to he didn't go off in the fourth quarter, but they stopped and gave him a coverage in which he can work with, and he took advantage of it. So I don't think AJ's worried about it. You know, I think we are more worried about it than AJ is. You know, he's ready to see the Chiefs right now. So, you know, that's all I got for y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so y'all don't miss no video. And I'm out. Let's go Birds.